retreat mode.
Yep, going up through the road.
So, I learned a cool thing today when I was reading about Roll20. I can actually, as the DM, click your token and click a hotkey, and then I can see what your light/vision looks like instead of the whole goddamn map, which is gonna be so much better. Because I didn't know that I could do that, because apparently it's a hotkey and there's no like button that I can press, which is unusual for the Roll20 interface, but...
Sweet.
Okay, so last time we left off, you guys had just finished raiding this campsite. Let me go ahead and stop the jukebox. You guys had just finished raiding the enemy campsite, and on your way out, it looked like they completed some sort of ritual, and a large fire elemental looking thing appeared in the center of this circle. But a couple of you knew it wasn't real, but the rest of you believed it wholeheartedly. So
I was the only one who knew, like, for certain.
I think it was you and one person in the East group, which may have been Kirik. Everyone else was really distracted by the elemental, but Elithis and Kirik both saw the pillars of fire off in the distance, where you had seen them before. You guys had just burned a bunch of wagons, destroyed a bunch of things, and yes, you were on retreat mode for sure, because Cycle was full of arrows, and was too manly to admit that he was bleeding everywhere.
He doesn't have control of the vehicle. I'm just throwing that out there.
I'm good.
Did you feel him slowly losing mass? Slowly becoming lighter in your batty paws?
I was slowly becoming heavier because I was accumulating all these arrows.
Well, fairly, that's, yeah.
Loss of blood was less than gain of arrows.
Especially relative to his really small size.
Yeah. This tiny little thing. I'm just... Okay.
No, you're tiny. Probably hit you as like, hey!
I think it's just small.
Okay.
But, yeah. It's not very big. And also, I had taken a few arrows, and I didn't like that, so... And they just summoned this giant... Or they made this illusion that I knew of, but everyone else was seeing this giant elemental spawn, and it was just time to back off and do part 2 of the attack phase, which was to set a trap.
Yes. So, what happens now is that Kirik and Elithis, you both see the pillars of fire off in the distance get much brighter, and indeed the sky above them seems to be kind of turning red, even though it's actually quite the sight because it's evening, so it sort of looks like a borealis type of thing, but only in that spot, and it's red, if that helps.
Okay.
Yes, and at this point, you hear the head monk guy start making this kind of speech about how the light will triumph over the corrupt and the darkness, and you see all the paladins reach out their hands towards this fire elemental, and beams of light shoot out of them, like they're all attacking it. And you then see it collapse into a little pile of rubble as you're making your escape. So that's the events occurring in the center while you're all running away. So whether or not you turn back over your shoulder and look at these things is up to you.
I would sense it regardless, I believe, if I roll high enough here. Because I'm blind.
Well, the people who believe that it's real are definitely paying attention as they run away, because this is a very impressive thing. Those of you that think it's fake, it's up to you whether or not you think you care.
Wow. That was pitiful.
You're full of arrows, it's understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
barely
I think you've got some blood coming down in your eyes. It's making it a little hard to pay attention.
Yeah.
Elithis, you definitely witness all those events. Kirik, you do too. You hear it happen while you're looking at the beam off in the distance. Tanner, you find yourself, find your character.
No, that ain't right. Hang on just a second. I have like high perception. That's unmodded.
Oh, 3 plus 0. What the deuce? Okay. Xanthem, you see this for sure. Ha 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 ha.
Wow.
Why don't you?
Yeah, it's not Edmund.
Why don't you just tell me your mod and we'll add it to the original?
Yeah,
I think
I'm
it's
looking at it.
it's +9.
It's the gray column that's your mod, right? The total? Or no, mod.
Yeah, yours is plus 0 as well.
Yeah, it is, yep.
That's weird. Yeah, I was gonna go through everyone's macros today, but I didn't have time, unfortunately.
Yeah, the total is your mod. The total column.
No, the mod is your mod.
Well, no, the
Mod
total
column.
is what you add to your roll.
Yeah.
Okay, well in that case I have 9. I don't know how that is.
So you have 12. You have a 12 then. So that is a much different roll than a 3.
Oh, my other my other button's not working. Gotcha. The macro, I guess, is broken.
That could be.
Okay, so I was like, how the
Oh, is it the global macro that I set up?
Yeah. I think
Shit.
that's the one.
I think I have a 28, but
It's
I
the
can't
one
see the
that
mod on it.
appears in the little box in the upper left corner.
Did you have your
I select
token
my
clicked
character.
when you clicked it?
I did, yeah.
Because I
It's
just
the only way
rolled.
it appears.
I rolled Savrix in it. Did fine.
Well, I can only click that one if I click my character. So
Yeah. See, it's adding it for me when I do
usually roll from my
yours.
sheet. That's weird. It didn't. I guess. Well, it can have done it for me because I didn't roll a -6.
Yeah. Huh. That's
you just have such amazing skills with all these arrows in you that you rolled a -6 on perception.
Well,
I mean, I'll
You
still
were-
take it.
keep an eye on that for this session, and when we're done here today, I'll go through and see if I can figure out what's going on. It
I
may
usually just roll from my sheet anyway.
it may be that we need to switch character sheets or something.
Yeah. Well, you just have a 12, so you saw it. I'm fairly certain.
So from these rolls, I would say everyone witnesses these events because it's not exactly hidden. I mean, it's sort of theatrical. They want to be seen.
Yep. I can't communicate that though.
Squeak, squeak, squeak. Okay, so let's start with the East group because that's going to be more complicated.
So is it since am flying and I would be flying way faster than the East group is moving? Would it be safe to assume that I would just fly off and
Yeah, I think.
into that?
Yep, I think you can go ahead and fly to the combat group to the north, and we'll presume that you're kind of informing them what happened. And when we get around to you, we'll pick like what sort of troop arrangements you decide on. Ovu looks at Savrik.
Change my size.
Sure.
Just because I'll be turning back into something that can communicate with the troops.
And Kirik's over here for some reason.
I thought we were running.
Well, we hadn't quite got there yet. I forget where you were before.
Behind the guy poking him with tiny sticks.
Oh, this
Down
guy.
by, yeah.
Okay. So when these events happened, Ovu looks at Savrik with just kind of like this wide-eyed thing, like maybe we should like jet.
I say, yeah, let's go.
And he gives
See if
out
I can burn one more thing on the way out.
he gives out a familiar whistle that you've heard before. That is the signal for retreat, at least as far as Ovu is concerned. All the teams that he's ever led.
Okay, we start running, I guess.
Morky huddles along behind you.
Yeah.
No, you can hop on my back. No, you can hop on my back, poor little guy. Oh shit.
We're escaping.
Monkey has tiny legs. Monkey has tiny
Yeah.
legs, but they're not. They're. Yeah. Wow. Kirik has tiny legs, but monkeys are shorter. That's what I meant to say, and that
That's
totally
true.
came out wrong.
Okay. The East group gets away with no pursuit, actually. You don't hear anyone following you. Presumably because you lit their tent on fire of the closest people, and the rest of the campment is watching the ritual.
Nobody saw us running.
It looks as though you were successful in your hit and run tactic. You know that a group near the middle definitely saw you, but they didn't commit to running because they were too busy carrying barrels of water to put out the fires.
Where did they get these barrels of water?
There was a wagon in the middle that wasn't attacked.
Oh, damn it. I wouldn't have been able to get to that one anyway.
Actually, all the water
They went
barrels were
for a
fine.
river.
Yeah, the water barrels weren't destroyed by any group.
No, not. Well, I mean, there was water barrels in
Oh, and the one on the east,
tent.
yeah, was like
Yeah,
poisoned
I
and
poisoned
shit.
the
Yeah.
shit out of that one.
No.
I poisoned like every container in that thing.
Well, you also killed basically everyone that was responsible for that wagon, so
They'll distribute it.
it may be a few hours before anyone uses that one.
I'm pretty sure with all this fire, they'll probably end up using all those waters.
It's very
They got
possible.
from. Especially if they do just decide to start pursuing us, they've got all those weapons down there that are also poisoned.
Okay, so before the East group actually gets here, so you guys aren't here right now. Elithis, you land in front of the group here.
I explained to them that they summoned a fire elemental illusion and put a great display on killing it. Most likely as a scare tactic, but we should be ready for them to pursue in the event that they follow the infiltration group toward our location. So if you can have your men prepare spikes, and I can prepare to dig a pit so that we
What
can
do you
lay a spike trap.
mean, an illusion? That thing was fucking huge, and we know that things that are big are correspondingly more real.
I then turn to
He's
this guy and ask him if he has any wine for Cycle to drink, because he's lost the
Cycle.
alcohol that's normally in his bloodstream.
Wait a minute. Does that mean you weren't real because you were smaller, doll?
Exactly.
What do you mean, I'm not real?
I think these arrows are basically like ballista bolts in me.
Oh.
Also, didn't we already leave the people at the camp like ready to ambush? I thought we already did that.
We had told them to prepare spikes, but we didn't have them dig anything because it was the middle of the night and they can't see.
Right.
But I have spells to dig trenches and mist to cover the trenches and hide campsite, but they're all like nicely located on the road. So I
Okay, well,
try to determine the leveling what it is.
This is a great discussion. I recommend that we hightail it the fuck back to the campsite so that our druid can cast hide campsite on a couple areas for the men to be ready to charge out from.
Oh, that's
So
right
we-
here.
Now,
guys back there.
hold on. You're telling me that that thing is fake? And he points to the big, like, fiery thing that he can see off in the distance.
I look at him and tell him that one, the clerics at the campsite would be unlikely to create such a thing with the magic that they have, and on top of that, I know for certain that it was an illusion.
He looks at Cycle because he knows he's the other magic user, and he asks, "Can you confirm that?"
I'm hurt real bad. I don't know if that thing's real or fake, but I know that these arrows that are currently sticking out of my chest are real.
Does it?
Okay, very good. How would you like us to deploy then? Since wait, if this is all theater, what are they doing here?
I say that we ask that question to the soldiers that we don't kill later tonight.
Yeah, fair enough. I suppose we don't have much time to debate the merits. Okay, how would you like us to deploy?
Well, if they pursue, they will likely pursue along the roads, because that is, I believe, how our infiltration team will be returning to us. So if we could have the men that have spikes prepared for the pits up at the front in the event that I need to dig them. And then we can have 2 ambush groups off to the side of the road that I can hide.
2
Okay.
ambush campsites that he can cast. My friend can cast hide campsite on. Also, I want to say, if he says he's sure, then he's sure. So we don't have to worry about the big fire elemental.
I wonder what they could be distracting us from. Too much, too much. He turns around and starts walking back towards his captains.
I look at Cycle and give him a few good berries.
Yay! What did good berries do? I mean, I know they heal me, but to what degree?
However many good berries I give you is how many health points you get.
Yay! Okay, gained. I'm also going uh, to to do a cure light wounds.
It's a good bet since I don't have that spell today.
So you want everybody set up on the road? Is that correct?
So people who, because we were gonna, yeah.
We
After
drew
the
it out, I think, before.
yeah. So let
Did
me
we?
draw it again. So like, whoa, that works. Yeah. So on the side of the road, there's the 2 hide campsites, and then on the road there's a pit, which I will dig if the need arises, and then we'll have the men put spikes in the pit, and then I'll cast fog.
So you want traps on the road itself, correct?
Yeah. So the spikes will be on the road after
Okay.
I dig the pit.
Okay. And those are going to be hidden?
But I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna wait until the infiltration group gets to us so we can know if they're being pursued or not.
Good.
Before we fuck up the road and cast fog everywhere.
Fair enough.
But on the sides of the road, like where I'm standing right now and where I'm standing here, like these 2 spots,
Yep.
like a small group of 20 by 20, because that's the size that I can draw
Okay.
for a hide campsite, and I have 2 of those.
Okay. Why don't you draw me where you want your traps?
Give me a sec. I have to look at this spell real quick because I need to know how big I can dig a pit.
This is Enstar, right?
Yep.
Okay, so the 2 empty boxes would be where I'm going to cast Hide Campsite.
Okay.
And then if, when I hear back from the other group that they are being pursued, then I'm going to dig 3 pits for spikes in those 5 red squares. Or those 3 red squares. They can only be 5 cubic feet each.
Okay.
And then I can cast Mist in the front.
Okay. So you hear the captain bark out some orders, and men start hesitantly walking into these magical
like
walls.
It looks like just mysterious brush.
Yeah, they're walking in one at a time. Like the first group of like 4 walks in kind of nonchalantly, but the remaining people are like, "What the hell?" Because they see their compatriots just kind of disappear like Homer Simpson into the shrubbery.
That's exactly what it would look like.
Magic
Oh, that's
beat.
excellent.
There's room for a few more.
I may have drawn that one too big.
You did draw that one too big.
Because I can't see the bottom left corner of it, so it should be 20 by 20. It was black. I didn't see the grid. I'm sorry.
So are we using this map for the next part? Because I can't
Yep.
see any of this shit.
Yeah,
Well, you're... Oh, you can't? Hold on.
Yeah.
he should. He's
Oh shit, you
it's
can't.
flank.
Yeah.
Let me fix that for you. 60 feet.
I mean, here, actually, I would cast, since no one can see, I would probably cast light on a stone that I can bury.
I would still have dark vision.
The deed
There
is
we
done.
go. That's much better. Also, can we say for intents and purposes that this is further away than it appears on the map? Because
It is.
Okay. So I was like, oh, you guys are like right there. You guys are like a football field away from us.
Yeah, no, it's you're farther along.
Okay.
Probably
It felt silly to make them, well, not a
Yeah.
couple miles.
a mile.
A mile, I think, is what we were thinking.
Yeah.
Okay, you still have 4 too many people in the group.
I'm getting there.
Okay, sorry.
He's getting there.
Stop having so much work to do. Just instantly
Don't you-
snap your fingers. Make it.
Why don't you calm your
That'd be
tits
nice.
down?
For the record, if you shift click and drag, you can snap it to the grid. Yeah, to the grid.
Good to know.
Keep that in mind.
Okay, so the remaining men take up positions in trees, or near trees. Actually, maybe they should just be on the road, huh?
Yeah, I was gonna say they're.
Yeah, they'll be on. If they're on the road, they should be safe because they'll be missed on the other side of the road.
Technically, these guys could hide behind it, right?
Yes, because you can't see through the wall.
So what does Hide Campsite look like? It just looks like a bunch of overgrowth.
Yeah, it just looks like
Impassable bush.
So it's like
Like
a
a bush.
it's like one of those Lord of the Rings capes,
Mhm.
the elven cloaks, where he like
but
covers it
for a
himself and it looks like a
20
rock or something.
foot room.
Right. Makes you chameleon out, but it doesn't actually make you invisible.
Okay.
So once everyone is in position, I would probably bury my light source.
Let's stand on
Um,
the other side of these traps.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're not dug yet.
Oh,
Would there be probably a few men out here getting or with the spikes ready to put them down?
Yep.
Okay.
caltrops.
Spiketies! You make yourself some magical spike pits.
Well, I haven't made it yet because I don't want to dig in the road and put the spike pits there if they're not going to be pursued, because that would be a giant waste, I think.
Fair enough.
Because I can't move the earth back in.
I don't know what happened to Kirik's token. Oh, there it is.
I'm stuck back a little bit. Yeah. I can't see.
I can't see either.
My vision's all reset.
Santa didn't have dark vision, so.
Yep.
Actually, I don't
I have
think mine
one
reset.
right,
I think mine just got fucked up. Because I was
It
never
says
able to see like
black.
this last time either.
Yeah, Xantham, it's for you, it's pretty freaking dark out. You can barely make out anything.
I don't see shit, so.
I think what we'll do,
See shit.
just for sanity's sake, I think we'll do a 5-foot radius of sight for people that can't see.
Yeah.
That makes sense, actually. Just,
Yeah.
like, even in pitch black, you'd kind of be able to make out what's 5 feet
A
around
little
you.
bit, yeah.
I mean, technically it'll still have total concealment from you, but it'll enable you to move your token around without being blind as a bat.
Heck, even when I was about, I could move.
Her. You're funny.
I know.
Oh, shit.
Oh, damn, son.
So it looks like the group is returning.
Yes, they return from the east side of the road rather than up the road.
I ask if they were followed.
They didn't take the bait.
Do you think we should go ahead with the trap, or should we just retreat back to camp? I leave that decision up to you.
They didn't follow us?
Doesn't seem like it.
You didn't hear anyone pursuing you.
We should go for the trap. I mean, we set it up, so might as well.
Did I not determine what that was earlier with the 23 perception?
Oh, is that what that was for?
Sorry, that was that was. I was trying to determine what the rumble
Since
was.
it's louder, I'm gonna try to find out what
There's a
I'm
lot
gonna
going
try
on.
to pinpoint what that is too.
It sounds almost like thunder on the horizon in all directions.
And now that it's louder, does it still just sound like thunder?
Now that you listen a little more closely, you think you detect just the slightest vibration under your feet.
I'm gonna perceive the vibration under my feet.
Well, no, I'll give you more.
Okay.
After a brief moment, the vibration grows to a slow wobble, and you believe that there is currently an earthquake.
Oh, god damn it. Quick, bat, pick me up again. We're out of here.
1 second, I wonder if I have any spells for this. And I don't.
It's starting pretty low right now, though. Like, you can just feel the earth rumbling. Nothing is like scary earthquake mode yet.
Yeah. Is there like a knowledge check? I guess geography maybe might. No. To like
Nature, I
determine
would
if
think.
Yeah.
I guess. that-
Nature,
feel-
geography, dungeoneering, perhaps?
I try to determine the nature of the earthquake.
Oh, Elithis.
Engineering zoo.
Nat 1.
Let's
The world
see.
is ending.
Yeah, actually. Elithis has never before experienced an earthquake, and he's pretty confident, within a fair degree of certainty, that the world is not good right now. Something very bad is happening.
Something stirs in the heart of Middle Earth.
Yes.
I become incredibly worried that my trap might not be good enough.
With your dungeoneering roll, you know that there are no like sinkholes in the area for you to worry about, just from your observations of the topography that you're on. So you don't think that there's going to be any gaping holes that open up underneath you and swallow you into the earth.
Okay. Let's go ahead and roll my nature too, because I got a little bit of that.
Let's see. Does no
Did
one
I
have?
perceive this earthquake?
Yes, you do. It's a little hard to miss at this point. Nature. Does no one have like geography?
I can roll that too.
Do it.
Geography didn't seem. I thought that would be less applicable.
No, because here's what I'm going to give you, alright? With those two rolls, actually in conjunction with each other, you know that it is highly unusual for the earthquake to sound like it's coming from all directions on the horizon, because the fault lines that are on this continent run near, like there's one to the north and there's one along the Whispering Cliffs. So it would be unusual to hear it from the east and the west, which you're also hearing it from those directions, so you don't think it's
Holy
natural.
Shit, I am fucking smart. I'm brilliant.
You read a lot.
Determining where.
So, this is a natural earthquake, you say? Definitely world ending.
Yeah,
Definitely world ending.
Yeah.
In the
I'm
damn,
gonna.
since I don't think, or since Saverick said that they were it was unlikely that they were followed, and we're hearing / feeling this giant earthquake. I am hesitant to spring the trap or wait to spring the trap, but I do let the captain know. I don't know where he went. Yeah, I let the captain know wherever he is that since we set up this trap, we could wait and spring it, or we could retreat.
So we perceive the sky changing to a
Yes.
orange-red color.
Yep, it appears
Okay.
to have grown out from the pillars that were witnessed earlier. At least the people who saw the pillars earlier see that.
I want to see if either of those tip me off of any information that I know about magic or the planes that I might recognize something going on here.
So, from your knowledge of Arcana and the planes, you know that this is magic that is fairly above you with regards to your studies, but you are very confident that the plane of fire is involved somehow, and let's say, I think you know that there is some kind of alteration happening to the interaction between the plane of fire and the material plane. Is that good enough?
An interaction between the plane of fire and the material plane.
So typically the planes all interact in certain ways, and you know that someone is changing that interaction. Does that make sense?
Okay. Kind of, but enough. Alright, so I'm going to share that information with the group. And then I'm going to lean over to Elithis and I'm going to whisper, listen, this place is fucking done for. everybody here is pretty much fucking dead. So I think we should just, you, me, Morky, just you turn to an eagle or something, and we get the fuck out of here. It's over, man. All our companions are dead. All these soldiers are dead. Everybody's dead. Start fresh.
Xanthem, do you want to roll perception to see if you hear that?
Roll it.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I'm inclined to agree with him. Because I think the world is ending.
Xanthem definitely hears Cycle whisper this not so quietly.
Great.
Okay, Susie. So I think the world is ending. And Cycle thinks we're all gonna die. And he wants me to run away with him. Now you must do your best to persuade me not to.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you run away, then you guys are shitty friends. Guilt tripping.
Yeah,
That won't work on neutral characters.
we'll be alive, shitty friends.
Yeah, alive with no one but yourselves. How miserable does that sound?
I mean, that sounds pretty great to me. Like, as far as I'm just me, I'm an introvert, so. But okay, I see what you're saying. I guess we should see this through a little longer, but you know,
Yeah. Hang on to that.
just a little longer, I guess. But then
Imagine the payout if like you don't leave and the world doesn't end.
Oh, now you're appealing to my good side. Now that's something I can be persuaded by.
Yeah, because if you leave and things actually don't go to shit, then everybody's gonna know you as the runaway, the person who ran away from their problems, and you'll never get hired for a job.
I look at Cycle and was like, you could always just change your face, but
Yeah, that wouldn't really bother me at all. I don't really have much of a reputation, but
we
for
can-
simplicity's sake, I guess we are surrounded by an army, and let's just kind of see how this plays out a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Let's stick around a little longer. But
I mean, what are our options
I-
to just? I mean,
wait a second.
I mean, we can run, or we could have the soldiers run, but where the fuck are they gonna run to? I mean, I'm gonna recommend that.
I whispered
Wow.
to Cycle. I tried to. It's like as soon as things go south, I'm with you though.
Yeah, dude, and I'll just kind of nod, but it's very clear. We've already been.
Elthis is attempting to be quiet and stealthy, but he's unaware that he is trying to shout over the sound of the earthquake.
So his hearing got fucked up, like from the explosion earlier. So
No, I think it's actually just the rumbling. He's just trying to talk over the thunder.
Okay.
So I think Zuzu or Xanthem definitely hears me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so Savrik, I left it up to you whether or not we stay or retreat.
Oh,
Maybe we should go up. Oh, could you scout anymore? Are you still a bat?
I can still turn into animals.
Okay. I mean, maybe you could go scout on their formation again, 'cause we know that they were pretending to create that golem or something, maybe, or that fire elemental. Is it possible this could all be some trickery from them?
This might be related. I could. You're still small, right?
Or you could carry me, and I could use my
between the
nature
two of
or my
us,
knowledge as well. Yeah.
we can both scout.
Yeah.
I tell that. Oh.
All right. I take it back. Hold fast.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm gonna dig these 3 pits. If men are approaching, I think the ambush is afoot. So I cast
Afoot.
Afoot. It's afoot. Anyways, I cast Expedious Excavation and dig these 3 pits real quick. And then I just move the earth to like. Wait 1 sec. Let me draw it.
Okay, so for simplicity's sake, let's do this.
Whoops.
Does it matter? I still can't see anything.
You have a 5-foot radius.
Do I have to put my token down?
I'm gonna come grab here, and as I'm going back, I'm like, all right, we need to get back behind the traps, and I'm gonna lead you this way. Move your token.
I still don't see anything.
You don't see your token?
Yeah, you
Oh,
should.
I see my token, but I don't see a 5-foot radius of anything.
You should.
Okay.
Move left 1 and then up 3.
You don't see me?
You definitely have a radius.
Oh,
There you
yeah.
go. You should be safe. Okay.
One more up and one more over, probably.
Yeah, you should probably be. Yeah, that'll be good because then you'll be further back.
Yeah,
I
there you
moved
go.
some of the dirt
I barely
there.
see you guys.
Some of the dirt there.
Susie, you might turn up the brightness on your monitor. It sounds like you just aren't able to see the slightly darker patch, because I clicked your token and I checked your site, and you definitely have 5-foot vision.
Wow, it's shitty vision.
Yeah,
Actually,
it's supposed to be. There's no light.
yeah.
Anyways, the 3 blue boxes are now just like mounds of dirt for people to hide behind. For
Okay.
if they want. And it's the dirt from the pits that I dug, and the men probably put the stuff in there. And then I'm gonna step out in front and cast Obscuring Mist.
I'm gonna drink a. Oh shit! I can't remember if I prepared a bomber's eye. I'm gonna use the little time we have left to prepare and drink another Cure Light Wounds. It takes a minute to prepare an extract, and if I have time, Darp, I'm also going to prepare a bomber's eye and drink that.
Okay.
Just extracts at this point.
With as far away as you are, I think it takes them from the time Ovu shouts out that he sees men approaching with like torchlight, basically, even though it's not torchlight. I would say it takes him probably 5 minutes to reach your position.
Okay. So I've got time to prepare those.
Yeah. Just for my own sanity, I made these big because they're troops, not individual units.
God damn it! That's my
I was
second
about to say.
roll 1d8 in a row. God damn it!
Okay. Upon casting Obscuring Mist, I turn into a bird and fly above it.
What? Oh wow. You fuckholes. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think Ovu and a couple of the other people move back here. Everyone's kind of whispering to themselves, not sure if this is going to work.
Oh wait, I already have bomber's eye. Oh, I guess it's probably over my.
Okay. So the 2 leaders kind of stand on either side of the road at this point, and
I guess technically this would be a circle.
yeah, do you know how to do that?
1 sec. I think I. No, I don't.
Just a sec.
Okay.
I believe you hold Alt. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. And is that 20-foot radius?
Should be.
Yes. Cool.
Just right quick though, why don't I just make you a fog cloud thing?
That works.
I'm gonna roll perception on the incoming troops, specifically the huge motherfuckers.
Those are troops, so that's like a
It's
group
like a
of
group of
9.
units.
Okay.
Like a cohort. Well, more like a squad.
Why are they gigantic?
Because that's how much room they take up.
Because that polypurpose.
God damn it! That was one of the. I knew I should have checked all the purposes.
Enemy magnification.
Yeah.
It's like the opposite of when you drunk in Warcraft.
Yeah.
Come on, game. That is an incredibly dim fog cloud.
Yeah. We get the gist, though.
I think we'll leave the circle for now, and I'll look up
Yeah.
better art for that later and just make a token for it.
Okay, that'll work. It's 20-foot radius around me and then 20 feet high. So I'm currently flying at 50 feet.
So it's a sphere.
Above it.
Wow.
Hemisphere, but yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Well, you don't know. It could be foggy underground too.
I mean, it could be a cylinder. Well, no, it doesn't say it extends below you.
Okay.
It does explicitly say above.
So the two groups of paladins begin entering into your fog cloud. They hesitate briefly, and then they start walking in.
I look at them to see what kind of armor they're wearing.
Oh, jeez. They're definitely wearing plate
Wait.
mail.
Why are they huge?
It's
Did I miss
troops.
They're
something?
groups. Yes, they're groups of 9. They're like
Okay.
squad
Oh,
groups.
Well,
shit.
groups of 9 or more. A troop
Yeah.
is like just a battalion of units.
Oh shit, that's a big difference.
Okay. Cool. I'm just gonna wait then. Are like all the troop? Is it just the paladins are wearing the plate mail? Are the group?
Oh, you're looking at everybody?
Everybody's armor.
The monks are only wearing cloth. They're in the back currently. There's like some bannerman type individuals in the middle. They don't look like they're clerics or anything particularly special, just like men at arms. They're wearing like breastplates and I guess they'd be armored kilts.
Okay. But they're
But the-
wearing metal.
Yeah, they are.
Excellent.
Heat metal.
Eat metal.
He's not a devourer. Yet. I mean, he's a druid.
Their
I'm sure he can turn
vision
into one.
would they can only see 5 feet in front of them.
Correct. Yep. I am aware of this.
Okay.
And just for sanity's sake, because I'm not sure what knowledge roll you would even roll for this, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the troop subtype of creature, because basically it's just a swarm of normal-sized creatures. So you can't flank them, because obviously there's a bunch of them, so it'd be impossible to flank a group of people. You could try to pick one off from the troop, but that might be kind of hard. Troops can't be staggered. They're immune to being tripped or bull rushed. They can't be hit by single target spells. They're vulnerable to area of effect spells. They take, let's see, a troop takes half again as much damage plus 50% from spells or effects that affect an area. If a troop is rendered unconscious by means of non-lethal damage, it disperses and does not reform until its hit points exceed non-lethal. Wow, that's weird. So basically,
Sort of like morale.
yeah, basically they take 50% more damage from splash, which, since you can't hit them with single target, makes sense.
So how is someone like me or Saver gonna actually do anything?
So you run up and swing at it just like you would a normal creature. They're only immune to single target spells. They're not immune to single target attacks. So you'd be targeting several individuals within the troop, basically.
Think
Is there anyone here I can
battle at
flank?
the Black Gate.
No, there isn't.
There were two.
You could try to flank the captains. They're kind of buried by tokens right now, but they're there.
I'd have
If
to
you
because
shoot
I'm
with
not
arrows?
doing anywhere near the kind of damage I should be able to do if I'm not flanking.
Are you sure your sheet is properly set up?
Oh yeah, no, it's.
If he doesn't flank, he can't get sneak attacks. But kind of the nature of this is that he would be able to use cover and re-stealth and do that kind of thing, hit and run tactics. Or he could do something like fighting defensively or aiding another to keep his allies from getting raffle stomped.
Yeah. Keep in
Oh,
mind,
gotcha.
Kirik, that if you're in the cloud and you're 5 feet away from anyone,
You're
you have
concealed.
total
Yeah.
concealment. So
So you can, all you have to do is move more than 5 feet away and you can stealth again.
it's very convenient. But okay, so I guess everyone is just kind of waiting on the troop movements at the moment.
Yeah. I'm just doing a little bit more reading right quick.
No problem.
I'm about used up as far as my stuff, you guys. I wish you the best of luck.
Arrows left.
What?
I have a few arrows.
Do I have a few arrows?
No, I have a few arrows. Does
yeah,
that
oh, yeah.
help?
I mean, it helps you.
Oh.
I mean,
Oh shit.
I can shoot at him with a bow in the end, but I've got like 5 bombs left, and that's it.
I think I'm going to
bombs
reduce
would
how
do
many
quite
there
well.
are. Because I just
Yeah, it looked like,
I just
like
read
a large number.
yeah, I'm going to say more of them are staying behind to fix the camp than I had originally planned because of this last part. Chaos of Combat. Because of the Chaos of Combat, spell casting or concentrating on spells within the area of a troop or within its reach requires a caster level check. Using skills that involve patience and concentration require a will save. So, yeah.
We
Even
only
if you're
have one
flying 50
spellcaster here.
feet above them.
No, because you wouldn't be within their reach.
Okay.
But if you're within their area or within their reach, then there's so many swords and arrows and shit flying around your head that concentrating on casting is really
I
hard.
don't plan
just
on
swords
being
right now.
anywhere close to this battle. I can cast all
you
my
guys, I'm out.
things from 100 feet away.
Do it.
Well, I'm waiting for them to enter the fucking mist cloud.
Yeah, sorry. Here we go.
Are you gonna stone call on them?
No.
Area of effect, man.
I know.
Yeah, but then that would ruin your ability to move around the cloud. Which, if you wanted, you could approach while they're coming up.
Well, with my stealth check.
You
I'll
rolled.
wait until the screaming starts.
You
I mean, I could be over here behind some rocks. And I'm still
could
completely
be.
totally concealed.
You could be anywhere. It's pitch black outside.
I'll be here.
We're level 6, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, so the remaining paladins enter into the fog cloud, and the foot soldiers follow them close behind. The monks, on the other hand, cautiously wait on the outside.
Okay, well, since everyone wearing metal is now in the giant mist cloud and can't see shit, I'm going to cast sheet lightning
I'm
on
gonna
the center
yell.
of the mist cloud.
Jeez. Okay, what does this do?
You create a dazzling flash of electricity that fills the target area. Sheet lightning inflicts 1 point of electricity damage to all creatures within the area of effect. No save. The true power of the spell, though, lies not in the damage it inflicts, but in the overwhelming pain the lightning creates.
Oh,
The sudden
God.
flash and jolt dazes living creatures for 1 round if they fail a saving throw. Creatures that do save
Yeah.
are instead dazzled for 1 round. Any creature wearing metal armor takes a -2 penalty to its saving throw against this spell.
Jesus.
Yeah, enjoy that metal armor, bitch. It's
Saving
a
throw
conductor.
is fortitude partial, is what it says.
Yeah. So fortitude partial. That's interesting. Oh, because there's no save to the damage.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so they get
Okay.
partial save.
So yeah.
So they can save from the daze effect or the
Yeah.
dazzled effect. They can save from the additional
Daze
things,
effect.
but not
Save
the
from
damage.
daze, but they can't save from the dazzle because that's like, if they pass the daze, then they're dazzled.
Is that just a cantrip for you?
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. So if they're not dazed, they're at least dazzled.
Jeez, -2 on the saving throw. Shit.
Yeah. Okay. So do I need a
They'll be fine.
So it's basically a 16 for those guys.
spell?
Or I'm sorry, fortitude, not 14.
Oh, you pesky players. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so 1 point of electricity damage to all creatures within the area of effect. So actually, with 50% more, it would still be 1 because we round down in Pathfinder.
Well, it would be each
Right.
person takes 1 damage, so however many people were in the troop, that would be the total damage.
Well, the troop is treated as 1 health pool because it's a swarm. Does that make sense?
So it only takes 1 damage. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like
it
if there were
seems to
9
be
people,
one
if there were
for
9
each
people
person.
in the troop, I would assume that it would be 9 damage, and then 50% would be an extra 4 on top of that.
Well, see, but the troop doesn't have a specific number of people in it.
Well, I guess I would say think of something.
A troop is something of an
necessarily
abstraction in that the component creatures that make up the troop are mostly irrelevant. Only the troop as a whole matters for the purpose of combat. A troop is similar to a swarm, but is composed of small or medium creatures, large group of tiny or small. I mean, I agree with you that 1 damage doesn't make sense. I'm just trying to decide how I want to rule this. Because the 50% extra is supposed to account for all the extra people in there. But your thing is almost like a single target effect, but it's on everybody in that area.
Yeah. I'm trying to.
So it's
see if
like a
there's
weird amalgamation of a single target spell and an area spell.
Yeah, I'm looking to see if there's anything about how it affects troops, but
So basically, I just need to make up a number of how many people are in it for it to make sense, I would think.
yeah, that sounds right to me. Like you would decide about what the size of the troop is, and then it would do its damage
maybe-
based on the size.
Maybe roll for a range between however many people it is for each one.
I like that. Oh shit, my dice. You know what? Let me go get my dice bag.
Oh, so technically, troop subtypes can be sneak attacked. They cannot be flanked. So I can sneak attack these troops by attacking them, then going back 5 feet, concealing myself. And
Correct.
coming back in again. Okay, so I was reading that wrong. From what you said, I thought it was like no flanking and no sneak attacks, and I'm like, what?
Let's see. What does it say?
So wait a minute.
In general, a troop of small or medium creatures consists of approximately 12 to 30 creatures.
Oh,
That's a big range.
it's a huge range.
Holy hell.
Somewhere it says. Yeah, a troop is not subject to flanking, but it is subject to critical hits and sneak attacks. Yeah. Okay, so I think what we'll do. What'd you say? 12 to how many?
12 to 30. I'm guessing that 30 would be for small and 12 would be for medium. As far as like the scale
So,
of
like,
things
I don't really want it to be 30. So let's say 3d6. 3d6 sounds appropriate.
Why don't you say like the minimum is 12 and then just like roll a d6 to see how many extra people there are?
Oh,
I would
yeah.
assume.
I kind of like that.
Because if you roll 3d6, then you might roll
Yeah, that's true.
3.
Yeah.
You know there's more than that.
Okay.
I don't know, whatever makes sense to you.
There is approximately 17
Per troop.
per troop.
So they would take 17 plus half.
Yes.
Nice.
Sit down.
What is 17 plus half? I guess it would be
24. No, 25. Sorry.
24 and a half.
17
Let's
plus
take-
like 9 or 8.
It would be 17 plus 8 because you round down.
Yeah.
25.
Yep.
Damn. That's actually a considerable amount.
Yeah, dude.
And let's see if they're dazed.
Oh my god.
Well, they're-
What's the save?
Fortitude save.
Yeah, I need the number.
What's the number again? Based on my-
Fortitude.
It'll
based on
say
my
on it'll say on your spell sheet. Your DC for that spell.
Let's see, what level spell is this? I think it's third. Third level spell. So 16.
16, you say?
Yes, and they have a -2.
Yeah, because of that fucking metal or something.
Yeah.
Metal!
What's the bonus you get from a sneak attack? They're just flat-footed.
A shitload. They take, I think I get a +4, and then if I actually manage to hit them even with the +4, I think it's 3d6 right now. So like,
It's a huge
it's not
amount
a
of
hell of a
damage.
lot. No, actually,
I don't know.
well, it depends on how you roll. If I get 3 6s, yes. But there's almost always a 1 in there. Can't escape that little curse. But the
You
main
gotta
thing
think
is
more
I need more
positive,
poison.
man. You gotta read the secret. You
Well, I
gotta
need poison.
put your good vibes out into the world, and they come back to you.
Okay,
I got no good vibes right now.
so I can't tell you what specifically happened, but
Yeah, none of us can see inside, but we can assume.
yeah, you hear a lot of zapping, a lot of screaming. You think you can smell cooked flesh.
The strength of spell lies not in the damage it inflicts, but in the overwhelming pain.
You literally are right now going, taste my lightning, fuckers!
No, I don't want to be seen. I'm flying really high in the air, a black raven in the black night sky. Above a fog cloud that no one can see over.
Jeez.
This is why magic is gross.
But for everyone else, dazed means they're unable to act normally, and they can take no action. And it usually lasts 1 round. And then dazzled is unable to see well, and takes a -1 penalty on attack rolls and sight-based perception checks, which, like, they're in a cloud, so that wouldn't matter anyway.
Yep.
Alina, wait, which one's Ovu? The commander.
Ovu isn't necessarily the commander, but he does command the teams quite a bit.
Oh, not Ovu. These?
The Rising Jaeger are led by Joseph, but he doesn't typically do.
It's not pink.
Oh, you mean the captain,
soldiers?
like the soldiers captain.
Right.
Any one of the white guards is fine.
Oh, man.
Like that guy.
Oh.
Or the drunk guy.
Well, they're not really in charge.
They're just for flavor.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah, did the drunk guy give him any wine when I asked him for it?
I'm
I
sorry,
think
I have drank it all in preparation for this battle.
I'm gonna tell the drunk guy, we need to cause them to come toward these traps. Spread them thin.
Okay, they're in agonizing pain.
Spread them
They're
thin,
not-
do you hear that?
Like butter.
Some pretty well cooked butter, I'd say.
Melted butter.
It's not al dente.
Al dente butter?
After casting the spell and hearing the agonizing pain that the troops inside the mist cloud are, I'm looking over at the monks who have yet to enter it and seeing what they
I doubt
do.
they will.
I'm gonna
I
take
will.
that. I'm gonna take that crispy butter and turn it into a roux.
Ha 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 ha.
Ah!
He's lost blood. Don't
Olive
worry.
oil is really quite better,
I've
but you know.
lost a lot of blood. I've lost most blood that I have.
So if I was to move into the cloud and ring these guys' bells for a couple seconds, what would happen?
Well, once you enter the cloud, you can only see 5 feet in front of you, but
Okay.
the spell is instant, so it's done.
Yeah.
As far as
I
you don't have to worry
wasn't
about
sh-
lightning.
Yeah.
I would also, meta remind you that the plan was to lead them into the traps before we spring our human trap.
Fair enough.
Especially considering more lightning is definitely an option right now.
Let's do it.
Can I get perception rolls, guys? Or not perception,
Perception or
but initiative, sorry.
I'll give you both. Sugar.
I will be right back, because that's a crappy initiative.
Hurt. Sucks to suck! Wow!
Oh, there you go. Nat 20.
Yay!
Guess who's acting first?
She doesn't even need to aim. She can just fire into an area.
She's
With her
still got
2
seeking
arrows.
We
on
know
her
they're in
weapon.
front of us.
So you
Hey,
just have to
Cycle,
aim
do
at
you
a
still have the
square.
arrows in your body? I'll use them.
Just, I'm your human quiver.
Oh yeah.
Just pull them out. I need them out anyway.
Just like
Oh
Skyrim.
yeah.
Just like Skyrim. You get hit with a dragon arrow and you're like, you're only making me have more ammunition.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as you get, thank you.
You have seeking on your bow, by the way, so just aim at a square.
Okay.
It's a
Am
big
I allowed to
square.
see as much as I see?
What?
I don't know how much you can see.
I see everything.
Whoa. Oh, why? That's
that okay?
weird. No, it's not okay. Oh, all players see sight, that's why. Oh, wait. Okay, I know what we need to do here.
Oh, are you gonna make a wall where the mist is?
No. I'm just gonna take away their light, because they're in the fog cloud now.
Ah, much better.
Do the monks and the captains have light, or no?
I'd say the captains do, but they're on the other side of the fog from everyone, so it's kind of irrelevant.
Okay. I can see them right now, so it should be fine.
So,
I'm gonna
Xanthem,
go- oh, I
you
guess-
just happen to know that this general area is where you saw a bunch of lightning flashing through the fog.
Okay.
And you know that your arrows are likely to find their mark if you pick a correct square. So I need you to just like ping a square that you want to shoot.
Is that a square?
It is.
I'd imagine inside that cloud after the lightning went off, it's like those Halloween props where they have a strobe light facing a stupid skeleton in a window and it's like just jiggling around.
Xanthem,
Yeah,
please.
like lightning, can't I see for like a
Xanthem?
brief second?
No, you can't see anyone, but you can get like a glimpse of a location.
Okay.
So you could try to shoot where you saw a beam of lightning hit, but like you can't see anyone there anymore. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'll also point out that if lightning struck in fog, it would basically light the fog up like headlights.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to see into it anyway.
Right.
It would just be
Okay.
bright fog for a second.
Well, unless.
But you might get like kind of an idea of where a group of people are since
Right.
the lightning's all hitting right there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You can also hear them screaming.
There is that too.
I mean, really, like, if you pick basically almost any spot near towards the
Yeah.
middle of the circle, you're basically fine.
Xanthem, pick a different square.
Oh, okay.
'Cause I love you. Pick a different one.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Wait, was that square she pinged not people?
Yeah, she picked like the only one in the center that has nobody in it.
Well, it's hard to tell which squares have them in it, because it was kind
Yeah.
of overlapping the square she picked.
Is that a square?
Yes, that definitely hits someone too.
Yeah.
Okay, so give me some rolls.
Okay. I'm getting there.
Unload!
I'm just
I'd
using
imagine
regular arrows, by the way.
Okay.
I'd imagine a combat round being 3 seconds, firing off like 8 arrows would probably sound like like just a bunch of twangy, like kind of.
I think that's the right one.
You want to do rapid shot?
Oh, there we go.
Yep.
Okay.
Sit down.
Alright, so as I understand it, Seeking still has to listen to AC, but it ignores concealment from the fog.
Those are pretty high rolls, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Stance bonus, because I mean they don't even know where they are.
Technically, she's completely concealed from them, so they would be flat-footed to her. Right?
So yeah, probably, because I mean she can hit them as long as she hits the square. They can't see where she is. They're completely concealed, but they have no idea where she is.
A seeking
there's no way
weapon
they can be
veers
ready
toward its
for it.
target, negating any mischances that would otherwise apply, such as from concealment.
Yeah. It's like there's no way they could be readied for arrows
Yeah.
shooting into one area.
I'm pretty confident they're flat-footed. I think all three of those hit.
Sweet.
Yeah, I think so.
Three grisly thuds and then a thud following it.
Though I will admit, I am running out of arrows.
Start firing.
Yeah,
just
we
have
peppered quite a bit.
just have the Druid warp you a few wood ones out of some sticks.
Ooh, okay.
I don't think it works that way.
I don't think. I know.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
So you can hear the lead monk barking orders to his monk battalions, and he says, "Beware the magic! Beware the magic of the evildoers! Stay clear of the fog!" And the monks begin. Well, this group of monks moves around to this side, like a so. Carrick, it's not your turn.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you were going to catch that.
All right.
It's kind of hard to miss the gigantic red circle that pops up just inside my field of vision.
One of the groups of paladins takes a turn. But Elithis, you really can't see anything that's going on inside the fog.
I mean, if that fog dissipates, the hide campsite's still going to be there. So I'd imagine if they charged out.
What the hell happens when troops walk over a spike trap?
Pain.
Lots of pain.
I think it might dissipate the troop, or at least break it up.
Well, I'd imagine it would deal its damage to like. I'd imagine it would deal its damage, but obviously they're not all gonna fall in it. Like one, maybe like three.
Yeah.
1 to 3 of them would fall in.
It fills up with like 5 guys.
And they just walk over it.
Like,
Yeah.
There's a pit. It's filled. It's filled.
Okay, so you definitely hear the shrieks of several people falling into this pit trap that you've set up in front. How deep is this thing?
9,000 feet.
We still can't hear him. He used move earth.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure.
Expedious Expedition is what I did.
Yeah, but how deep are the pits? That's all I care about.
I moved 5 cubic feet of earth, so if they're 5 feet, basically a 5-foot cube.
Oh, it's a 5-foot deep pit then, with just spikes?
Yeah.
So not that deep.
Yeah.
So really it's just this... Well, it's the spikes themselves that do the damage, less than the falling.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't do fall damage.
They don't,
Kinda trip
because
it.
its first 10 feet is fall damage.
What would happen if I used my open pit on this like group of monks?
Some of them would fall in. Yeah.
But I mean, it's the size of the troop.
Oh! Then I guess you'd encapsulate all of them if you could get it down.
Probably be pretty easy.
That'd be
Just throw a
sick.
patch between them.
You guys are disgusting. I should have, like, left the amount of troops I had. This is
Yeah.
broken. Okay.
It's a trap for a reason.
I'm not sure how much spikes do in the bottom of a pit. I would presume at least 1d6, but I don't know.
A 5-foot stake is essentially a javelin. In
Yeah.
my reckoning.
And you can't exactly stop it.
Treat
I mean, you're
spikes at the
falling
bottom of
onto
a
it.
pit as daggers, each with +10 attack bonus. The damage bonus for each spike is +1 per 10 feet of pit depth. Each character who falls into the pit is attacked by 1d4 spikes. This damage in addition to the fall damage, which they
Oh,
don't take,
so-
since it's 5 feet.
1d4 spikes per pit, and then 1d4 plus 2 damage per spike.
One spike.
Yeah.
Per person.
Per person. Jesus.
Well, per person that falls in, which is not the whole
Right.
troop.
Womp womp.
And you can assume that each pit is identical for sake of calculation.
I'm going to. There are 4 spikes per pit, and each one does 3 damage. Because I'm nice, I'm telling you.
Man, for future reference, we have to fill like a porcupine, just spikes from now on. Like layer them all.
We don't get to pick
Damn.
how many spikes. It literally says there's
Aw.
1d4 spikes per pit.
What if the pit was larger? Does it say like there's only like a max size for a pit?
I assume it's per 5-foot square.
Yeah, probably. Because I'd imagine like a 500-foot area, you wouldn't have like 4
You'd
spikes
have
in
a
it.
lot more spikes, but you wouldn't be
Yeah.
able to land on all of them, so it's kind of irrelevant.
Unless it was a large creature.
Then yes. So yeah, you hear some folks fall into the spike trap, but you're not sure how many.
My turn.
Yes, sir.
I see these folks coming up on the left side here, or right side.
Yes, you do.
Just gonna take an action. Remove one of the patches from my cloak, which is a open pit, and I'm going to put it in. I'm going to throw it. Would it be a? I mean, I can see right there,
I think it's move to detach the patch, right?
and then an action to use it.
Okay. So standard to throw it, or standard to use it. So you're choosing to basically do a ranged touch attack on a square with your patch.
Yeah.
So that's probably an improv weapon, right?
It's more like a spell, really.
Because but you're throwing a piece of cloth, right?
I'd
Yeah.
imagine, yeah.
So it's
Slipping it.
not something you're typically going to do. So I would say the attack roll probably has a penalty on it, but it shouldn't matter because the AC of the square is 10. So
Need to see something really fast.
as long as you don't roll really low, you should be fine.
Don't. Of course, you had to say it. You had to say it, didn't you?
Jinx.
Yep.
him.
That's
Mine's
my.
the one.
He's
I'll
upset
just use my
that
last
I've
turn.
electrocuted his army. And that you have a pit that you
I
can't
must have revenge.
This is the DM having fun because he's sad that our trap is working.
I'm not sad. I want it to be challenging. Not everything goes according to plan. Like trying to
Spent,
gambit.
2 hours coming up with a strat.
Like trying to gambit throw a patch that you pulled off your cloak. Not everything goes according to plan. It's okay.
Not everything goes according to plan to me a lot. So what do I roll? 1d20 plus minus?
It'd be plus your dex because it's a ranged roll.
Oh,
Bab plus
That's
dex.
that's actually something I have.
Right. It'll be bab plus dex and then minus the penalty that I've decided in my head.
What is my babby? It's gonna be right
Should be like 4 now. 3 or 4?
Oh, yeah, it is a 4. Okay, so 4 plus 4, so d20 plus 8.
That's pretty good.
So I'll roll this because this is just easier, and then I'll add 4 to it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then add 4 to that, so 19.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, you hit the square.
Gotta delete my pet.
You take your little patch and you crumble up on a ball because you know that'll be more aerodynamic, and you chuck it. And it lands right in the middle of them.
I think when that happens, is it gonna? It opens up right now. Oh, I have control of that.
How big is the pit?
It is 10 foot by 10 foot by 10 foot deep per level, so it is right now 60 feet.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wait, that's depth, though.
Oh, sorry, 10 foot deep for 2 levels, so 40 feet deep. 10 foot
Okay.
deep, and then with so yeah.
So it's 10. So it's actually 10 foot wide, so it doesn't actually fully encompass them.
Imagine with some finagling.
Well,
Like
remember
there.
that the sides of
The sides are for the spell create pit. They're slanted.
Go!
The 10-foot
You-
square in the
you-
middle is the pit.
You're splitting up most of the troop.
Yeah.
Well, they're taking 40 feet of fall damage.
I'm gonna do a reflex save to see how many other ones fall in. Okay. You said it's 40 feet deep?
Yeah.
Okay.
This makes me think of one of the opening cinematic for The Witcher, where Yennefer does the thing with the ground and it swallows up the cavalry charge. I don't know if anybody's seen that.
I've seen that.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
my favorite
Yeah.
part was the raven head thing.
Here you go.
Through the guy's brain.
Here you go, Kirik. This is just for your satisfaction. There you go.
I thought you were gonna play the Wilhelm scream.
Nope, just dice. Dice everywhere.
Ah, they got me!
Well, how about the York scream then? The fucking TIE fighter like. Or the Academy screech from fucking StarCraft 1.
They use it on everything.
They do.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Do you ever see the compilation video of every Wilhelm scream from Star Wars? It's 15 minutes long.
It's insane how many movies and shows use that, and I always recognize it.
It's such a genuine, yeah, now that you know what it is, it's such a genuine, oh my god kind of scream, though.
Yeah, but it's so overused.
It is.
Pick it out every time.
Yeah, especially if you're a StarCraft player. You're like, wait a minute, Zerg? Why are there Zerg? Because they were experimenting on Zerg in the Academy. Okay, moving on.
Oh, what? I don't get it.
Anywho,
Butts.
so Kirik opens up a pit, and you hear a bunch of people fall in. Good God, these guys are getting rolled. Superior military force, my ass.
There's numbers,
Superior
and then there's
tactics.
tactics. Yes.
I guess there's also the fact that they're not used to fighting magic users. So there's that.
That's true.
Superior tactics. And remember,
Is anyone
if it
stim-
works, it was all my idea.
Ha.
Could I call for the Reisenjäger to come around and try to get a few pot shots at these bastards?
Yeah, you can.
Alright, because
It's like
I'd
a
imagine
swift
they know
action.
we're here at least. Well, talking's a free action. So I'll basically say, anyone with a lengthy weapon, come over here and poke at these bastards.
He means me. I got a lengthy weapon.
No, not your dick.
Ha ha ha.
Do you really want to be sticking your dick in a pit full of monks?
Yum.
Oh.
Ho ho!
Catholic.
That's how you find out what a speed bag feels like.
Kappa kappa. Alright, these monks move around to this side. And Savric's turn.
So I'm in a green box. What?
That is irrelevant.
Accidental box.
It means nothing.
Okay. So can they see me?
Why don't you give me a stealth roll and I'll tell you.
All right. Let's see if that stat is currently behaving. My sheet. I'm gonna have to like completely redo my sheet. They have just jimmy jacked me. And yeah, I've got no bonus. Yeah.
Wait a minute. So this cloak came with. Oh dear. I just saw that. So this cloak came with 2 open pits. Can I throw another open pit inside of the open pit?
No, because it'll just create a pit next to that merges with the first one.
That would be hilarious. Another 40 feet.
Because the spell create pit, which is what I'm treating the thing as, is actually an extra dimensional space. You're not actually moving any earth.
It's just moving something into that location for a few minutes.
It's creating an extra dimensional space, like a bag of holding, basically, but it's a pit.
Or a TARDIS.
Or a TARDIS, yes.
The pit of fuckery.
It would be a real pit of fuckery if it was an acid pit.
Just as a recommendation, don't put extra dimensional spaces inside of extra dimensional spaces.
Yeah, don't put it.
Bad things
Yeah,
happen.
like astral plane portals and shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I've got for stealth.
Which is what? What's your mod on that?
There's no mod.
Gee, let's see if they. How sad would it be? No, they definitely.
They can only see like 5 feet in front of them, though, right? Well, do they have light?
If they have dark vision, they might see a little further than that.
They.
They're human, though. They can't have.
I suppose you would have to roll knowledge for that, wouldn't you?
I
And you
would.
could always just sneak into the cloud and disappear.
Tanner's concerned about that. Saverick isn't so much. Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to. If they can see me, I'm gonna attempt to draw them into the cloud. I'm gonna move like right there. I'd rather pull them back in than have them like outflank.
Okay, just for flavor. And for practicality's sake. And there was much rejoicing.
Not for us.
Okay. It's still low light though, so like 20 feet away from you is partial concealment or whatever.
How does that affect the guys in the fog?
It doesn't. The fog is the same.
Okay. Okay.
By the way, barring anything like crazy happening to the fog's not going anywhere.
So are you stopping right there, Saverick, or are you gonna walk until you see somebody to hit?
So I'm not
No,
in the
I'm gonna
turn
go
order,
there.
but I rolled a 21.
I'll get you added in.
What I'm going to do is like hold an action to attack, as like if somebody comes running up to me, I will whack them with my sword.
Oh, you're holding action until you see someone. Okay.
Yeah.
I hear Lauren's computer starting up.
Yep. I don't know what she's playing.
Doesn't matter.
Something bleed.
No, that was the Steam startup sound for Big Picture mode.
Question, Darb, did you get the thing I sent you?
Defined thing.
Push link. On mobile. It's a good system, man. works.
Butt links.
Oh, I like it. All right, we'll get there.
Okay.
You let me know if you find a moment you want to shout that. Cycle.
Cycle. It close enough to throw a bomb at those motherfuckers.
Well, you don't know where they are in the cloud.
You can see the edge of the spike traps. He maybe saw
I
a
can't
mace fall in.
see.
So everything in the circle is completely obscured and you can't see it.
Okay. Well, I mean, I heard him.
Yeah.
Walking
I mean,
I
you
think
can
I
see
have
it.
just the thing for this.
That's beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the perfect size.
So is that
but he
about
can still
accurate?
see. Oh wait, he's a human. Is there like 5 foot of low light vision right there before total concealment?
You can see
Oh,
up
okay.
to 5 feet in front of you, so it makes sense that you could also see 5 feet in.
Yep.
Well, they just see
But
spikes.
well, he has heard that he has heard people fall into it, so that tells him that they're
Yes.
there just
Where it
past the
is.
spike traps.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm throwing at this square. Sorry, that one, if that's not.
Okay. When you mix your reagents, you notice a faint red, almost like a smoke, but it appears to come out of your vial and go towards the sky.
What in the fuck is that?
You believe that some of the fire energy from the spell you've created, the bomb, has leaked out.
Huh. Well, a whole bunch more is about to leak all over them motherfuckers.
I think that's the truest thing to character you've ever said.
I like it. Give me a check.
No, I think the guy. I think him basically walking up and going, "He died in inhuman agony."
Yeah.
Would be a bit more.
No, it's like
He died. We deduced from the evidence that he begged for his life before he was killed. He he tried to I think what I said is he prayed to the gods to sacrifice the lives and souls of his children in exchange
Yeah,
for his
something
life.
like that. All because the guy was mean to you.
Yeah, that's all it takes.
Damn, you only rolled a 1 and a 2?
For what?
Oh, there's a 3d6. Okay, I thought that was a.
3d6, yeah.
Okay, so
Plus my mod, plus 5.
I hadn't decided yet how that was supposed to work. So I think,
Oh, 50% more.
yeah, but there was something that you missed.
What?
The red smoke. There was a reason behind it.
Loss damage.
Okay.
Don't want him to kill everyone quickly. Plus
Well,
5.
it's not specifically slighted against him. It's just the fact that it's the plane of fire and he uses fire damage for his attacks. So 50% more. Jesus. Math. Math everywhere. Wow, you still do a fuck ton shitload of damage,
Sit down.
even with that. Let's do it that way for now. When I feel like I need to conceal positions, I will. Wow, okay. They're hurting, I'll tell you that. Okay, so
I take it the signal is when the fog dissipates, all of our troops will come out.
The East troop actually requests orders. They call out to the nearest person, which I think is Kirik.
All right.
So guys, like you would know that the fog does not dissipate for several minutes. Like the entire combat, the fog will be there.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Then I know the thing next to me is the hide campsite, correct?
Yes.
I'm gonna yell to Kier. I guess I don't see the monks though, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
No,
Never
I
mind,
know
I
what's
won't say
happening
anything.
over here.
Yeah.
I'm basically gonna say something along the lines of start creating a semicircle around the fog, stab to anything that comes out. Don't enter the fog, and I need people to come with me to deal with these fuckers. So
Okay.
I'm gonna have some follow me over here. I've called the Reisenjäger, so hopefully they'll come over here and help me surround these guys in the pit. So yeah, like I'm basically gonna say, do not enter the fog. It is extremely dangerous.
Okay, so let's do things this way for my own sanity.
So we're making our own troop.
They're 4 apiece.
Whoa.
Oh dear.
Ooh.
Oh, that earthquake, man.
Earthquake!
I love how you didn't actually select everything, like only
Yeah.
most of the things.
That's the equivalent of like accidentally hitting the board with your hand on D&D if you have like pieces and you're like, oh no. They'll just fucking shift like.
Okay. I think all these troops are going to just act on that same turn. Which got deleted because I'm good at this game.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have to go directly at midnight because I am a supervisor now, so I have to be there. Fucking
That's okay. I think we'll be done with this by then.
All right, let's murder these fucks then. Okay, I need halberdiers. Do they have a 10-foot reach? These halberdiers?
Pikemen probably do.
Yeah, the pike. Sorry, there's pikemen in our group.
Yep.
Good. Well, I'll have those guys follow me and start stabbing these fucks in the hole.
Well, yeah, they'll follow your directive, but they can't move with you exactly. They'll follow you when you move on your turn. And then when they get to their turn, they'll follow you. Does that make sense? Where do you want them to go? You can communicate that.
Well, basically just to me, like if they stand where I am, their 10-foot reach allows them to reach into the hole where the monks currently are and stab them, and I doubt the monks have a 10-foot reach. So if they stay where they are, they can reach into the hole, or at least into the group of monks, and start stabbing at them. The people in the hole are obviously 40 feet down, so they can't reach them. But they will, in the 3 more turns, I think, slowly start rising up.
Yeah.
But they're probably a little worse for wear at that point, and they're still 10 feet away. So they have to get closer to the pikemen anyway.
Yeah,
so
it's
like this whole time,
Okay.
the troop itself will be taking damage the entire
So
time.
they
but
move
not-
to
not
you.
ours.
So yeah, one of them would move to you, and the rest would start trying to surround the fog cloud. Is what you said.
Yes.
Yeah, like create a death pit.
Yeah, the force is like half spearmen or half pikemen and half Volge carriers. Volgemen. Essentially halberds.
I think if the troop went here, like the troop has the reach of the weapon they all carry, right?
Yes.
So they could be up here, like and still capable of attacking that troop. Because this way, that if they're here, they're within striking distance of the monks, which I doubt they'd do. I'd probably direct them over here.
Well, they move next to your pit. So there's no monks outside of your pit that can hit them where they are.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Stab into the pit.
See?
Oh, okay. They could probably stab over the pit because it's a 10-foot wide.
Yeah, I was thinking you had a position kind of like that.
All right.
I
I've
would
called
think
the
that that
Reisenjäger to
group
me.
would move over to this side of Kirik just because.
I thought he instructed
That
them
way.
to stand next to the fog, though.
Well, the rest of them to surround the fog. One group.
Yeah,
to
there's
follow
3
him
more
to the side.
troops. Yeah.
Okay.
So like we move one like smidgen over here, just on the edge. That one moves here, and this one can back them up, and if there's a hole that is created.
Like that?
Then we've got the Reisenjäger up above, who can come around and strike more important targets, say down a bit. Because now that there's a thing, I see a little man over here who needs a fucking stab in the back.
I don't know if your low light vision would let you see that far.
Yes, I can.
Oh.
I see perfectly. Now that there's a crescent moon, I see perfectly.
Okay. Oh yeah, you
It
still
is
have dark vision.
daylight. No,
Well-
dark vision turned off. I have low light vision at all times.
Yeah, he can see perfectly fine in low light conditions. That's true.
Okay. Cool.
Ugh, what have I done? So many characters. Okay.
The troop probably saved you quite a bit of.
Oh,
Sanity,
the
though.
troop is such a good feature. It's not
Like
polished,
yesterday, you were-
but
yeah.
it's great that it exists.
Yesterday you were like, oh god, or like the last time we played, you're like, oh god, because there's like 50 paladins.
Well, I wanted to use troop last time, but I wasn't as familiar with it as I am now. So,
Did your homework?
that's right.
Okay. So, was that Carrick's turn or the troops' turn?
There's the troops' turn, and they do some damages.
Does this troop get a few pot shots in on those monks?
No, they can't reach anyone because the pit's
Oh,
40 feet deep. This troop can hit some that are on the outside. Okay. Elphus.
I. Oh, I have the ruler select. That would be why. Whoa.
Hold on, I'm just gonna move this stupid red line.
Okay.
Because it looks fancy.
Gotcha. Let me see the cast range on this spell real quick before I. Oh, sweet. Also 100 foot.
Aqueous orb.
Yep.
Oh god, you are? Fantastic.
Yep.
Just fucking a blobby mess inside the thing, just people
Well,
getting
no.
whipped up.
I'm gonna be a little bit smarter with it.
Ah. Isn't it a
I'm-
reflex to get out of that bitch, though?
Yes, I'm casting it on this guy. I create a rolling sphere of turning water. Aqueous orb can move up to 30 feet per round, rolling over barriers less than 10 feet tall. Let's see, automatically quenches non-magical fires.
Isn't it an area of effect technically? Would it do more damage to the troops?
Well, it can only contain up to 4 medium creatures, and since they're troops,
Oh.
it's
There's 17. But you could still slam them. Isn't that an option?
I think it would be better against these guys because I can pick them up
Yeah,
and move
maybe.
them around.
I'm just imagining like 4 people get sucked up into the orb in a troop and like get whipped around inside the troop, causing more damage. But I don't know if that's even a thing. I'd imagine you're probably reading the page.
Let's see. Okay. I'm trying to figure out like the saves and stuff because I remember it was weird. Okay. If you're inside the orb, you take 2d6 points of non-lethal damage at the beginning of their turn every round that they're trapped. Creatures within the orb may attempt a new reflex save each round to escape into a random square. I believe you said that happens on my turn, right? Their new reflex save?
So the first save happens when you cast the spell. Each additional save happens on their turn. Or it
Okay.
should, I think. I don't
Well,
remember.
Let's
It'll be
go with
clear
that.
when we play it.
Yeah. And it is a reflex save. So I'm casting it where it currently is. So this guy needs to make a reflex save. And it should be the same DC as the last one.
I find your lack of knowledge checks disturbing. Very well.
It's the heat of battle.
It's true. What's the DC for your thing? Not that it matters a whole lot.
Thanks, buddy. 16.
Okay, so you summon this amazing orb of watery doom, and the monk guy does sort of a backflip out of the way.
Okay. And then it can move up to 30 feet per round.
Okay, so he needs to save for when it moves over him as well?
Yes, he'll need to make another save for when it moves over him.
Okay.
Monk guy
Here,
backflipping.
which should hit both of them. So I'm assuming that he's gonna flip away.
Okay.
I'm just imagining a monk guy just doing backflips away from like an Indiana Jones like water orb.
Oh, okay, they both have the same reflex. That's fine. Let's do that then. Let's do red for monk and blue for paladin. Yep, they both managed to escape the grasp of your orb. You can tell that they might be more advanced than you.
Okay. In that case, I'm done because that was both my actions.
Okay.
To cast it. So.
A group of footmen. Oops, I didn't mean to move that. I'm on the wrong layer. A group of footmen approach Saverick.
Leave them, you fool!
Which Saverick is actually bizarrely positioned. I need to fix that. There!
Question, Darp. Could
Yes.
you technically cleave a troop? You have to kill a whole troop. But...
Technically, a cleave in Pathfinder is a secondary attack, right?
Well, I know in 3.5 it's if you kill someone you get another immediate attack. Hang on.
I think it's the same.
Is it? Hang on.
I know it's not as infinitely cleavy as 3.5 was, though.
As a standard action, you can make a single attack at your full base attack bonus against a foe within reach. If you hit, you deal damage normally, then make an additional attack against a foe that is adjacent to them. So, I don't know. I mean, it is an immediate attack. You don't have to.
I would say that you can cleave troop because it would technically be 2 targets.
Would that give him like 4 attacks? Because I think he gets 2 attacks normally.
So.
Because he gets 2 attacks because he has a base attack bonus of over 6.
You can't. So it's not in place of an attack roll. It's a standard action. So he can't do it at the same time as a full attack action.
But he would get his full. He would get the 2 attacks, but they'd both be from his full attack bonus.
What I'm saying is he can't cleave and get the 2 attacks from his full round action.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Well, his first attack is at a +6. His second attack is like I think like a +1.
Right. So cleave would actually be more powerful than his full attack action.
Because you get a +6 twice.
I'm gonna chop these guys.
Someone will get the axe. Actually, which weapon are you using?
Longsword.
I guess it doesn't matter because you can just swing in the middle of them.
That's the nice thing about you can use a reach weapon within 5 feet. Because it'll hit someone behind him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Leaving them heads.
He might have. Normally you can't hit things within 5 feet because they're too close. So maybe there are people trying to block you from hitting people behind them. I guess that makes sense. 26 will hit. 14 I think will miss.
Is that from his secondary attack?
Wait, are you
Are we
cleaving or are you doing 2 attacks?
Don't I have to have a feat to do cleave?
Oh, do you not have that yet?
No.
Oh. Oh, okay. Okie doke. So yeah, when they step up to you, it immediately becomes your turn, so I need to reorganize you in the turn order. Because you said you were holding your action for that.
Yup.
So, let's drag you up. So you attack, your first one hits, and your second one misses.
Cool.
Trying to read if... Okay. Okie doke. That is a not unreasonable amount of damage. And after being hit, they immediately retaliate. Just a moment. Okay, yeah. Troops don't roll melee attacks. That's what I thought. They just automatically deal damage to you because there's so many of them. Okay.
Is there like a set HD for troops?
It depends on the base unit that you're creating the troop out of. So, yes, there is.
So we've been having an earthquake here for like the past 10 seconds.
It's more of a mild one, though. You're not losing your footing or anything.
No, I mean literally, like there's an earthquake here.
Oh, in Oklahoma.
Yeah. Just as a comment.
Okay, well, don't die.
Yeah, we're fine. I mean, it's wiggling everything, but it's weird because it's gone on for a long time.
Well, I mean, if we hear you, make sure that you hold down your press to talk right before you fall into the sinkhole so we know.
Also, make sure you keep your push to talk on for the rest of this Rick and Morty episode.
Getting swifty up in here.
I'm gonna say... Oh my gosh.
I've changed now. Now I care.
You take...
Sorry for that interruption.
No, you're fine. You take... So 3 men reach out with their swords and slice at you while you attack a couple people near the middle of the group. And you take 8 points of damage. Because they don't hit you very hard. Because you're a slimy one.
You talking about me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Even with 20 AC?
Well, troops ignore AC.
Oh shit.
Because there's so many of them that it's assumed a few of them will land hits.
Which is weird sometimes. In certain... Whoa, that is more than 8 damage, Severin.
Yeah, I hit the wrong button.
Minus 800.
Yeah. Oh, dear.
There. No, wait, that's 4. I think. Fuck, I don't know. Haha.
Honestly, if I was up in Elithus's position, if I didn't see Saverick going, I'd probably just sheet lightning over and over. Poor Saverick, though. He'd only be taking 1 point of damage. He'd just be like, ah, Jesus.
Constantly dazed.
I know.
You act like that's an easy spell to cast. Like, that's a huge ass spell. Like,
That's 3rd level, I know.
So do I know if I did much with my attack?
Holy crap.
What's happening?
Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
It's iced tea.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Did you know they made a Rick and Morty Pokemon game?
Oh my god.
I saw that.
And there's Rick and Morty comics.
Okay, so you can hear some more troop attacking going on.
Do I know if I killed anybody? I mean, I slashed a dude, but do I know? Did I put him down?
You cut at least one man down.
Okay, cool.
Yep. Okay.
Fine.
What's up?
Sorry, not an issue to the story. I was just saying my cat has a magical ability to shut off my wireless mouse, like by rubbing my fucking thing and shocking it. The first time it happened,
I'm
I had
gonna
a
point
wireless
out that
keyboard
you're
and
the one
mouse.
on a time limit.
I know.
It's worth it with the cat story.
I know.
I love cats more than most, but still, seize the distractions.
I'm sure Dark can play me just fine.
Xanthem.
Stab and run away.
We
He
need
has
you.
like 4 armies to play.
Xanthem.
Yeah, okay. Am I supposed to see everything purposely?
So it's low light conditions. So everything farther than like that far, 30 feet or so.
That's far, 30 feet, so.
Okay,
keep-
well, I
keep
see
shooting in the
gigantic
clouds.
red
Okay,
tokens.
okay.
I think that's okay, right? And I see blue tokens, and I see the
Basically, you can see everything, but it's a little hard to see.
Okay.
So you can shoot people, but you might... Well, actually, you won't miss, because you've got seeking arrows, so just shoot all the bastards.
Okay, well, I was counting my arrows, and I like only have 2 regular arrows, and all the rest are fancy ones. So, do I
Uh-oh.
shoot some fancy ones too?
That's up to you,
would-
Master Archer.
You would know not to fire fire into the fog.
Okay. All right. Well, oh, I guess I have durable arrows. Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
dude.
use those.
Damn.
Nothing happened.
Where are you hitting? That group? Okay. So technically, they're still flat-footed to you.
Oh god.
What?
She's putting arrows through dudes into other dudes.
Thank you.
Wow. Okay. So.
Pincushion. How's it feel to be a pincushion now, motherfuckers?
You hear 2 of your arrows clang loudly on people's armor, and the 3rd one, you hear a soft thud, like it might have hit the ground.
Ah.
Dolls there like, yeah, enchantments, bitch.
Hey, not too shabby. ...
Sorry. Okay, let me add up your damage. What was your question?
She was just, no, nothing was happening. I did have a question though about the troop movement. If part of the troop is incapacitated, like the dudes in the pit, can the troop keep moving?
I am gonna say no.
Sweet. Keep stabbing them.
Yeah. I think just for sanity's sake, they stay with their compatriots that are down in the pit. Whether that means they're staring at them or trying to defend them from you, I think they stay around their comrades. So. But the ones that are outside of the pit can definitely hit things. Okay. Actually, these guys would take damage too, wouldn't they? Okay. Okay, that's the end of that turn. Paladins that are in Spike Trap. I suppose we need to climb out. Okay. So... those dudes take damage. And let's see, I think they actually move towards Saverick because they heard something going on over there. Yeah. Okay, Saverick.
Yes, sir.
You take 8 more points of damage.
From the paladins?
Yeah.
Or from the... Okay.
Kirik.
Oh, are those hidden turns? Okay. I was wondering because
Yes.
I was at the top of the turn order. Okay, because they're concealed.
You'll be highlighted in green when it's your turn.
All right. Well, I was. It's just when it was hidden, it was highlighting me in green, but
Oh.
it was just strange.
Yeah, I moved them onto the GM layer when appropriate.
I could sneak around and attack these monks at a flank and then probably do a 5-foot step back because they can't move for another 3 rounds.
Or, you know, you could step into the hide campsite stealth and then move out, since you can't flank.
Stealth.
Oh, okay.
I've been stealth. I stealthed for a 30 at the beginning of the fight, like behind the hide.
You haven't hit anything yet? Oh yeah, you haven't.
No.
You threw the
All I
pit.
did was-
Okay.
Yeah, all I did was just throw a pit at the floor.
Oh my god, it's really been that long of a round? Jesus, gotta get this
Yeah.
going.
Yep. So I'm gonna sneak over here. I'm going to attack them once because I can't do 2, and then I'm gonna do a 5-foot step back because I don't
Oh yeah, nobody in there notices you move.
Okay.
They're all distracted by the
Oh,
pit.
goddamn.
Bahahaha!
Why? It's the other one does it too. Damn it.
Sure does.
Wow, that's pretty mediocre actually.
Oh yeah, you only rolled a 5.
With a- Yeah, and then with a +4. Even flat-footed, they're monks, so I doubt I even hit them.
Yeah, you don't hit anyone, but you also, none of them notice you swing.
So I'm just gonna go back and.
You're still stealthed. None of them saw you.
I'll stealth over here then. Well, I'm not gonna stay in that area because I'd imagine.
Nobody.
I'm in their area.
It's too bad nobody in your group witnessed that, because that would have been hilarious to see. You're just like, oh shit.
Wait a second.
Perception.
I see. Oh.
Okay, yeah. Elvis saw it.
No, you didn't. Stealth 30, motherfucker.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
No.
Oh my god. Oh, that's freaking great. I love that.
I didn't see it either.
Through the fog and the high campsite
you would.
and
The only reason I would be able to see it is because I have clear line of sight to everyone except for the people in the fog.
Yeah.
Okay, so the
And I was
monks
sad when you
and
said
these
that.
troops fight a little more. Cycle.
How far can I run? Is it 30 feet?
Your base movement should be 30 feet unless you're encumbered.
Okay.
You can run 3 times that, 4 times that.
4 times that.
But yeah,
What do you mean 4 times that?
if you run, it's 4 times your base movement. So you can move 120, but I think that has to be full round, if I remember right.
I think so too.
Okay, I can hit these guys. Oh.
Oh wait.
Okay.
You lose your dexterity bonus to AC. That's it.
Oh, so you can run 120 feet, you just lose your dex bonus? So you're basically just flat-footed, more or less.
Okay. But I also have Bomber's Eye, which increases my range by 10.
Yes.
So I can bomb them from here. So
But-
I'm gonna
I
use
would
my
suggest instead
what?
bombing this square so you don't hit our guys.
Oh,
no,
what's
you
the
can
black?
control where the splash. The black, the deepest part of the black is the 40-foot pit. Basically, you'd be hucking. Oh,
Oh,
dear.
okay. I'd be throwing it into
hucking
the
a
pit
nade.
then.
You'd be hucking a nade into the pit. Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
but
worry.
those guys are kind of not a concern. I
But
mean,
these guys,
They will be in a few rounds. Yeah,
I
those
know.
guys would be.
the guys
these
who have
guys are a
taken
bigger concern.
like a third of my health down.
Yeah, but you have a lot more allies around you
I
than
guess.
Surprising
this
none of them have
side.
come in.
It seems like, yeah, they need to get in there. I'm trying to give Kirik a hand here.
All the
Yeah,
pinging.
We're bombing these guys. I'm using my quick runner sprint, so I can do a rapid shot.
How many bombs you got left?
I got 3 more bombs,
Whew.
and that's it.
It'll be enough. Considering you do upwards of 30 or more damage.
Well,
Every
don't
bomb.
say that yet.
You rolled almost 2 1s last time, and the only one you rolled 1 1. Or
Holy fuck. Okay.
Oh, fuck. I don't know if they're going to hit, though. So there's a
Isn't the
+1
squares AC
insight
10?
bonus to attack
+1
rolls.
insight and flat-footed.
What's the
Flat-footed.
flat-footed?
But you lose your +1 from point blank because you're not within 30 feet.
Yeah, I am.
You are? I thought you said that you were using your Bomber's Eye.
I said I'm using it here.
Oh, shit. Okay. So that square specifically?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's right on the edge of the fog. I figured that would be the one that I could see enough into.
Yeah, let me actually draw this for our sanity's sake. There. That square?
Yep.
So, I do actually think the second one misses.
Mm-hmm.
The first one... I guess you are they are flat-footed to you. And you said, does Bomber's Eye give you a bonus on your
A +1
attack?
insight.
Just attack.
Oh. Okay, but that's fine. That's your chance to hit anyway. That's all you're worried about.
Right.
Yeah, the first one hits, but the second one doesn't. So I need to roll for what square it lands in.
Okay.
It lands in this one. Whoops.
Fuck.
They're only gonna get hit with the splash, so.
Yeah.
They do take 50% more
eight.
though, because they're a troop.
Yeah, well, those guys are taking 22 plus
Yes.
the splash plus.
Yes.
So those guys are.
What's the splash damage again? I always
got it
forget.
written down. Sorry,
7. Last time you used
min damage is 8.
Oh,
Yeah, but it's 3d6 now instead of 2d6, which is. what it
So they take 12. Splash.
All right.
Okay. And then these guys only take the splash damage, so they also take 12.
who do?
These dudes.
Oh yeah.
And actually this group does too, because they're standing next to that square.
Well, so is the other guy.
Yeah.
They're getting hit with that too, then.
Yeah, they are.
And
Jesus!
Everybody get splashed.
You get a splash! And you get a splash!
I'm the fucking
Do the monks
Oprah
get hit too?
Winfrey of of acid fire damage.
And just so you know, when you threw those 2 bombs, both of those had that weird wispy red shit going to the sky as well.
I figured.
Okay, now our friendly neighborhood troops are going to attack. Which fortunately we don't have to do any rolls, so... There's lots of fighting going on. Lots of swords clanging.
Is
Elithis.
there... Never mind.
Please don't murder me.
Oh, what are you gonna do? Oh no. That's a big measurement. Why are you measuring such a big area?
I think I counted that right. Is that a square? I have not zoomed out really far, so I can't really see.
Where?
Should be 80 by 80.
Holy shit balls.
I think that's a square.
Why don't you change your color for this combat, just
Good
because
idea.
the background's green.
Good idea.
Go blue or something.
I'll measure out the 80 for you so you can just do that. Is that where you wanted the...
I'm trying to make it so that you and Savrik form the outer corner, which is there. And it's 80 and 80.
He can't see the square until you drop it, so...
Oh. Okay.
So that...
See that square? That's
Yeah.
the top left corner.
Okay, so yeah, if you follow my measurement, that's 80 feet out then.
Cool. And the horizontal?
I'll... Hold on. Okay,
Just, yeah, there you go.
there we go.
And that's fucking teamwork!
Beautiful.
That's fucking team.
I cast Entangle on that area.
Oh my god, really?
It's a 40-foot radius.
Why do you do this to me?
I prepared the perfect spells for
Oh, and
Make 'em
they take
work.
1 point of damage if they fail. So would that be doubled to 2? We round down.
Oh god, okay. What does this fucking spell do?
Spell causes tall grass and weeds and other plants to wrap around creatures in the area of effect or those that enter the area. Creatures that fail their save gain the entangled condition. Creatures that make their save can move as normal, but those that remain in the area must save again at the end of my turn. Creatures that move into the area must save immediately. Those that fail must end their movement and gain entangled condition. Entangled creatures can attempt to break free as a move action, making a strength or escape artist check. The DC is equal to... Oh, the DC for this check is equal to the DC of the spell. The entire area of the effect is considered difficult terrain while the effect lasts. If the plants are covered in thorns, those in the area take 1 point of damage each time they fail to save. I think it's safe to say that there's no thorns in this area, so they don't take any damage, but they can't really move.
Mobilized.
Let's see. This is a level 1 spell, so the DC is 14.
Holy crap. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Since Kirik has to leave in 10 minutes, and this is gonna be an absolutely insane amount of calculation, I think we're actually gonna call it here a little bit early, and I'm just gonna mark all this stuff, and we will pick up here next time, to the best of our ability. So maybe we will need to rewatch a video before we play next time.
It's big.
This is getting a little more unruly than I had counted on, but that is okay, as long as you guys are having fun.
Magic! I'm having a
Dark.
blast.
I mean, rogues aren't particularly that crazy to play. I mean, someone could just play me, just walk up and try to poke them.
Well, the other thing is too, I'm starting to get a little sluggish because I'm tired.
Yeah, me too. I'm
Yeah.
ready to.
And I'm just making it hard. So
And
This is breakfast time.
there's so much magic now that my brain's like, okay, just fucking kill them, just kill them all. And I don't want to do that because you guys are freaking kicking ass because your druid is just owning the battlefield, which is his job.
I was told this is what I'm supposed to do.
It's true. This is what you're supposed to do. But now there's just so much stuff that my brain is like, okay, let's be done for the night.
Yeah.
So I'm
That sounds fair.
gonna call it here. It was a little bit of a shorter session, but that's okay. When do you guys want to
That's-
play next?
Well, I'm back in California, so I can go back to Mondays now. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm flying out on Tuesday, so
I'm
if
hoping-
everyone's good with that.
I'm hoping I don't have another 7-day work week this week. So, but I don't know because my boss is a lazy fucker and hasn't posted his fucking schedule for the next 3 weeks, which he should be doing a week ahead of time. So here it is Thursday, and I have no idea. So I mean, when I get home today, I'll shoot you a text, Darb.
Okay.
And I'll,
We can
let you know.
play next week by ear then. We'll just shoot for like Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday like we normally do.
I mean, I
Alright.
totally can do Monday. It's just I'd have to leave early again. It's
Okay.
'cause
Well,
it's midnight. So.
If you've got a night next week that's in the beginning of the week that you don't have to leave early, we can shoot for that.
Oh, if I have my normal days off are Tuesday and Wednesday. So I can Monday into Tuesday, I can literally go until midnight
Okay.
again because I have Wednesday off.
All right. I mean, it's not the end of the world if we have to call it at this time every time, because I would prefer to start ending earlier and maybe starting a little earlier just so we can get the time in before we're all exhausted and don't feel like playing anymore, because it's really not fun at that point.
Again, this is breakfast time for me.
Fair enough. You nocturnal creature, you.
The light of the sun